Hello everyone. Before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment saying where you're from and when you watched. That way, YouTube will continue to show you stories like this. Now, let's get started. Asterisk after the night. Of terror with the mirror, I could barely sleep. Every little sound startled me, but the truth I was facing was too terrifying to ignore. I knew this house had a dark secret, and that mirror was the key that led me to it. I sat in the living room, looking at the old diary I had found. Margaret's scribbled pages haunted me. I remembered clearly what she had written. Once it is chosen, no one can escape. The words seemed to engulf me in a feeling of being watched. For a moment, I felt as if eyes were watching from every corner of the house. At noon, I decided to check the basement. The door was right in the corner of the kitchen, covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. When I opened it, a strong musty smell wafted up, mixed with a cold draft that made me shiver. I turned on the flashlight, the wooden steps creaking under my feet. When I got there, I found a small cellar with damp stone walls and a dusty floor. In the middle of the cellar, there was a rotten wooden table. On the table were strange objects: a few half-burned candles, a ceramic bowl containing black powder, and especially an old yellowed photo. In the photo was Margaret's family standing in front of this house. But what made me freeze was that behind them, reflected in the mirror hanging on the porch, there was an unfamiliar face. It was not anyone in the photo, but a pale face, eyes as dark as a deep hole. I shakily picked up the photo, and at that moment, the flashlight flickered, then went out. Darkness enveloped me. I panicked and groped my way out, but whispers echoed. Throughout the cellar, many voices overlapped, distorted, as if discussing my presence. Children's giggles mixed with old people's groans, each sound echoing in my ears like needles. I fell down the stairs, trying to escape. When the cellar door slammed shut, I clearly heard a hand pounding from inside. My whole body was cold. Knew that the cellar contained more terrible things than the mirror. I decided to return to my old bedroom on the second floor to look for more clues. While cleaning up the old things, I found a small notebook hidden under the bed. The notebook was filled with strange symbols, seemingly ancient rituals. Interspersed among the symbols were scribbled lines. They did not leave, they were held back. At night, I heard the knocking from the mirror again, but this time, it was no longer three single sounds. It echoed loudly, fiercely, like dozens of hands were pounding in succession. I covered my ears, but the sound still penetrated my brain. When I looked up, the mirror had changed. A series of faces were crowded together, their eyes glaring as if they wanted to tear the glass to get out. In a moment of panic, I saw a figure standing right behind me in the mirror. I turned around. The room was empty, but in the mirror, he was still there. A tall, thin man in a black cloak, his face hidden in darkness. He raised his hand, and his distorted face appeared, his mouth opened wide in an unnatural smile. I screamed, throwing the notebook at the mirror. Immediately, the tapping sound stopped. The space fell into silence. I gasped, trying to calm down. But deep down I knew I had stirred something. The mirror not only contained the souls of the dead, but also a powerful entity that was manipulating everything. It did not want me to leave. The next morning, the old neighbor came back to find me. He saw the panic on my face and tremblingly confessed something. That in the past, the villagers had tried to destroy the mirror, but whoever touched it met with terrible misfortune. Some went crazy, some disappeared without a trace. This house is cursed, and the curse is tied to the mirror itself. He begged me to leave, but I was too caught up. On the third night, I decided to set up a camera to record. I wanted proof that what I saw was not my imagination. When night fell, I turned on the camera and sat in front of the mirror. The knocking sounded again. The silhouette of the child appeared, then many other faces, but this time, the silhouette of the man in black stepped closer, his eyes boring into me. The camera fell to the floor as I ran away, my heart pounding. I didn't dare turn back to check the camera right away, but I knew that if I survived tomorrow morning, the recording would give me the answer. And maybe it would be proof that this mirror was the gateway to the most terrifying, short, scary stories known to man. The story didn't end there, because in the next episode, the recording would reveal a truth that I had never imagined.